Hello. This week we had few cases of backache causing pain. Before discussing those cases, we'll concentrate on how to manage pain in homeopathic practice. Clinical diagnosis is very important. For example, now suppose in the case of backache, the cases which we saw, if that happens to be Cox spine, then it is necessary that the patient should be advised to have anti-Cox treatment which is available in the modern medicine. Similarly, in certain cases of protruded intervertebral disc, it may be necessary to have surgical intervention. So, if we decide, okay, now such causes are not there and it is purely the case which can be managed with the medicine, then we have to go with standard approach, that is location, sensation, modality and concomitance. Now coming to location, under location of course whatever the location, whether it is a lumbar region or whatever region it is, along with that radiation also should be considered. For example, in Kent's repertory, it is given under each section. For example, liver pain radiating to back or neck pain radiating to the occiput region. While in Pathak's repertory, it makes more generalization under rubrics direction, ascending pain, descending pain, crosswise pain and all that. And while we have to refer both the repertories, then the remedy selection becomes more easier. Coming to sensations. Now the type of sensation, the type of pain is described by patients in very many words. For example, patient may say stitching pain, pricking pain, needle-like pain. You see, though they are in language wise they are different, it should be clubbed together under stitching pain, which by which we can have many remedies coming under that sensation. So the type of pain is very important. Another is tempo of the pain. For example, one may get pain which comes suddenly and disappears suddenly, while another patient will have severe pain he gets in a moment, in seconds, and then slowly it goes down. So the graph of the pain, whether it comes suddenly, disappears suddenly, or whether it comes suddenly and disappears gradually, all these, the way in which the pain comes and disappears is given under Kent's, under generalities. You see that rubric is very useful in treating patients with pain. Then coming to modalities. You see, we have to ask relevant modalities. Modalities are very many. Say for example, if the pain is there, the position in which the pain is either relieved or aggravated, or movement or pressure, physical factors like pressure or heat, they are important. So we have to ask the relevant questions regarding modalities. Concomitant, very important, whether they are in the physical field or even psychological field or the mental, what we call as the mental symptom. For example, some patients will become restless and shouts and become irritable with pain. As against someone, they will just cry with pain. So the first patient may need Naxomica, another patient will need, the next patient may need Pulsatilla. Of course, that is only one symptom. We have to naturally take into account modalities and the type of pain and all that, and then only you see what we call as the mental symptoms, if they tally with it, naturally that becomes the totality to prescribe. So this is how we have to manage pain in homeopathic practice. Recurrent chronic type of pain naturally requires long-term treatment and we have to naturally depending on the underlying cause. Now the cases which we discussed, we'll be making some comments and certain we will be learning something more about the cases which we studied. Welcome. A few comments on the cases presented. They were all cases of backache and of course couple of cases of PID, that is protruded intervertebral disc. The common factor was pain. Now I would like to tell you about this PID cases because the radiation of pain is in the distribution of sciatic nerve. It is better to see the rubric sciatica in Kent's repertory under pain sensation, lower extremities. Another point to remember is physiotherapy. It is very important to administer physiotherapy to the patients, either maybe during the acute attack or especially when the pain comes down. Whenever it is convenient, we have to administer physiotherapy. Besides that, in the long-term cases, in the long-term, exercise, instead of physiotherapy, we have found yoga is more helpful. In the sense, yoga is a form of, you may say, exercise to the body as well as mind. So it covers both the aspect of our being, and that is why for long-term basis we advise yoga. We'll be discussing yoga in our later discussion sometime. Now at this moment I would like to draw your attention to another important aspect, the life situation. Life situation contributing to whatever the trouble is. For example, in this case pain, you take a case of that young gentleman who was recently married, he was losing the job and all sorts of things. So there was a stress and strain which probably would have caused pain. In fact, most patients need advice on life and living, especially in the current situation, and by and large we try to advise them on this count, and in brief I will tell you what our session consists of. We inform them, rather we educate them on our functioning of our body as a well managed system with billions of cells, and by and large a body can be kept in a healthy condition provided we give little attention to diet as well as exercise. Another aspect of our being, of course, is mind, which is nothing but interaction with family, society, and that gives rise to a sort of moment-to-moment thoughts come to our mind, and if the interaction is not proper, especially at the emotive level, then it is possible that the stress and strain of the mind itself will be responsible for contributing to whatever the disease, in this case the pain. So we explain to the patient all this, and then we come down to the today's changing situation the world over in which we are living today. Along with that, we discuss the life situation of the patient, and we try to resolve, we try to discuss how to approach the problem the patient is facing from various angles. For example, this young gentleman who was recently married, who had lost the job, and naturally, unconsciously it will bring a lot of pressure. So we advise him how to look at the life. In life, these are the things which everyone faces up and down. So if we discuss that on the background of the information which is provided to the patient, he gets really what you call as a support to the stress and strain of the mind in which he is put into, and that definitely helps whatever treatment you are giving. And this is what happened to that young gentleman. After the advice and the session, you must have found that his visits became, in fact his pain more or less disappeared, and he has started working. So this is what I want to impress upon you, that this is very important aspect of our practice. This is all for today.